So how do you survive days or weeks like today? Okay, you've got a deal going on with the crypto market trending down about 3.9. You got Bitcoin down 4%, 3%. Now we're still positive in the 7 days, but I was thinking about this video and I'm like, how do you kind of minimize and get through days like this? Okay, so let me do this. Let me maximize this window, bring this over so you can see me. Isn't that, ooh, that was cool. Ooh, that was cool. All right, so how do you do that? How do you kind of manage days like this where you've got a day where you're down 4 or 5%, or maybe even more aggressively, depending upon which altcoin you're in, and how do you kind of weather those days? And so I'm kind of gonna give you a little peek in how I do it. Number one, I get away from it. I don't really pay attention to it on days like this. I know that, and I'm not going to tell you I don't look at my phone and look at look at my portfolios and things like that. But really, what I do is, number one, I try to get away from it. But really, that's a smaller part of a bigger piece of the pie. And the bigger pie, I'm trying to figure out a metaphor. I can't figure it out, but you get my point. Is the bigger overriding picture is that I have a plan in place. It's a long-term plan. Okay, so it's a long-term plan with where I own a bunch of different cryptos. By the way, I'm not just in crypto. I'm in stocks as well. So I'm diversified. Not outside. I own some stocks. I own some funds. And if you're trying to figure out like stock investing, the easiest thing is to go buy some big ones. You go buy Apple and Tesla. Not investing advice. But if you don't even want to invest in those, go buy some index funds. Go buy index funds that track to the S&P 500, things like that. Some ETF funds. Again, not investing advice. Do your own due diligence. Okay, so I'm diversified outside of crypto is my point, right? Okay, so so that helps on days because the stock market today did pretty well, or it was earlier today. So it helps diversify there. Now in crypto itself, I don't just own one coin or one token. I don't just own Ethereum or Solana or Cardano or Shiba Inu. I own a bunch of them. Diversification. Okay. Now, in a day like today, where you've really got kind of everything's red across the board, what helps me get through that is I have a long-term view of it. I believe fundamentally that the market's going to be bigger than a little bit over 2 trillion in 2, 3, 4 years from now. There's going to be a bumpy road. There's going to be volatility. There's going to be up. There's going to be down. But I have a long-term view of how I'm going to get there. Okay. That's how I get through. That's how I get through days or times like this. Okay. Do I think we're entering crypto winter, or are we entering a major crypto recession? No, I don't. I don't think that. I think that we've got some macro events that are happening right here, right now with crypto. The EU, the European Union, is trying to draft or is putting regulatory they're trying to put regulations in place to basically make it harder to move money from like centralized exchanges to to like wallets like MetaMask, to decentralize that decentralized side of it. I think that battle's not over. There's other things at play here, but we're always going to have these types of events, these kind of regulatory catalysts that come in, or we've obviously still got Russia, Ukraine, and the war and all that. So we're going to have volatility. And again, go back to what I said in the very first part of this video. That's how I get through this. I have a long-term view of crypto. Now, if that doesn't work for you, I hear you, but that's how I view it. That's kind of how I'm managing this process. And I'm always looking to put things into place to minimize that. Okay, I own stable coins as well. They don't move around, right? You do staking. Maybe you look at yield farming, things of that nature, things like that, where all your money is not tied up in. Again, none of this is investing advice, by the way. I have to keep doing that disclaimers. Don't have all of your money maybe tied to assets that move up and down. I.e., you can do some other things, stable coins, and stake that. That gives you some minimization of risk, and then beyond that, maybe again look at other situations from the standpoint of having more of a longer term view of it. That's what I've got for you as always. Yeah, I appreciate you, but sometimes, and then lastly, I just get away from it. I go play golf, or I go hit golf balls, or I go walk my dog, or I go spend time with my wife and my son. I literally sometimes will just get in my truck and just go drive around. and go. I just try to, again, get away from it. Spend some time with those that you love. That's what I got for you. As always, I appreciate you. Have a good one. Oh, by the way, hit the subscribe button if you haven't already done so. If you got any value out of this video, you like me, hey, this guy's kind of crazy. He makes mistakes in his videos. He's kind of cool to hang out with. Hit that subscribe button. I'm trying to continue to grow the channel and trying to get to 200,000 subscribers. As always, truly, thank you. I'll see you. Bye.